with Ben Sanderson bowling to Jack Taylor, and well, that'll help in terms of moving the scoreboard along, because that is easily the loosest ball that Ben Sanderson has bowled in his overs so far. Short, wide, and absolutely clattered away through extra cover for 4 off the back foot by Jack Taylor. Sanderson bowls to Van Buren, wide delivery, and that has been cut away for 4 more by Van Buren, so he gets his score for the day up and running pretty quickly as well. But 2 fielders back on the leg side boundary, but well, they needed a fielder back on the deep third boundary because Sanderson's bowled another short wide one, which Van Buren's just helped himself to as well. By the way, the shadows are becoming more pronounced from them.
He's broad in bowl, short, pulled it straight up in the air, should be caught and bowled, and is caught and bowled. So Van Buren living by the sword and ultimately perishing by it.
Sanderson bowls, Taylor swings, hits it cleanly down towards long on, and for 6. Just over the boundary. And Taylor again clearing the front leg.
In bowls, gives himself room, gets a nick, and he's caught behind. Went for a huge wahoo somewhere over in the general direction of the Legends walkway. Square back and long leg back, and he's gone aerial, and he's pulled that away, and that could be threatening my car. That's gone into the car park for half a dozen. Here's Broad in again, and it's edged over the top of slip. Quite deliberate stroke from Jack Taylor. It was short, and he's just steered it away over safe Zabe at slip, and it runs away for 4, and it brings Jack Taylor his half century.
Harrison to Jack Taylor, backs away and clatters this one through extra cover. This will be at least a couple of runs, might even be 4. It will be 4. Whitehouse on the chase.
Matt Taylor, Zabe bowls to him, goes aerial, it's up in the air, and that's gone well over the top of long on for 6. That's a big hit.
Harrison bowls, he's going for the paddle sweep again as Taylor, and he's been bowled this time. So Jack Taylor goes for 63, swings at the air in frustration. Imagine would do the latter. Zabe bowls to Shaw, who tries to strike that one out of the ground, misses it completely, and he's been bowled. So a second ball duck for Shaw. Safe Zabe has a wicket with 1 ball in this over to survive? No. Reverse sweep, and that's got to be out, yeah. LBW. As soon as he missed that one, that was very straight. So Safe Zabe has wrapped up the innings as Ajit Singh Dale is LBW for 5, the last to go.
Taylor in, bowls to McManus short, and McManus pulls, and that I think has gone all the way for 6 down into the car park. It is indeed the arms raised aloft by umpire Paul Baldwin.
Conclusion to this game without agreements and charging along. Singhdale has speared that one a little towards leg stump, and just a fine flick round the corner for 4. Singhdale bowls, bowled him! Top of off stump, hit by Singhdale. McManus has gone, and Gloucestershire have a first wicket. Singhdale in and driven fluently by Harrison through the gap in the covers for 4. So that sends a little bit of a message back to Ajit Singh Dale.
Here's Taylor. In again, bowls to Sales, drives beautifully through mid-off, and that I think will run all the way for 4, and indeed it will. Mid-off is in this position, is he so much at the moment?
In the first innings, Singhdale bowls a fuller delivery, whipped away down to fine leg, and that'll be 4 runs for Calvin Harrison. The deficit will be 2. Runs in and bowls, too much width and short as well, and Harrison cuts it away for 4 runs. So a 2-run deficit is turned into a 2-run lead.
Coming in for a little burst before lunch from the Ashley Down Road end. Starts off with a short ball that's pulled away by Calvin Harrison for 4. There's a deep fine leg and a backward square, and it's gone straight between the 2 of them for 4.
That's the only eventuality, I think. Oh, bowled him! Driving again, Harrison, and a thick inside edge has seen middle stump uprooted, and it's the perfect end to the session for Gloucestershire here.
Bowls to Sales short, and Sales has chipped that up in the air. He's going to be caught at deep square. He is caught at deep square, and the short ball, which they were thinking about trying Sales out with at the other end, has proved his undoing.
Wasting too much time now that Zabe's ready, and he's nicked off here. He's furious with himself, but he's got him again as Zaman Akhtar. 139 for 5, and Zabe going for a booming drive. It was a massive flashing shot.
One Day Cup Might be back at university now, actually. He's at Leeds. Short, pulled away by Sharma, and that has gone for 6 into the car park. Here's Shaw bowling that wide outside the off stump. That is the end of the over, and that is tea. So I'll let Ed expand on that in a moment, but here it's 171 for 5 after this one. Probably a good 2.5 hours cricket. Here's Charlesworth has a big appeal and he's out. And they've got that wicket, and Adi Sharma just playing right across his front pad, and it looked a decent shout from here. Charlesworth round the wicket, bowls to him, and he plays inside the line, and he's got a little nick on it, and he's gone. Proctor goes. Second ball. Thought he just about got the bat out of harm's way, but no, says the umpire. It's a little nick through to the keeper. Bowling to Sanderson. Short, swatted and caught. And it's a third wicket for Ben Charlesworth. And it's not a stroke, I think, that Ben Sanderson will look back on with any great degree of satisfaction. Come up through one club and stayed there. Doesn't happen too often these days in the Premier League cricket.
Singdale bowls, striking him on the pad, and gone! LBW. Broad goes for 49. It seemed to straighten. Singdale's charging off somewhere towards Filton. Singdale bowls to Whitehouse, who is gone. LBW. He missed it, and it looked as if it was very straight, and Singdale has wrapped up the Northamptonshire innings. 4 for 46. Possibly looking at this, swung into the onside by Charlesworth. It's gone out towards the boundary, dive and a miss from fine leg. Just had too much ground to make up.
Broad in, bowls, and Phillips pulls it, and he's caught at mid-on. Caught by Rob Keogh. It was just a little bit back of a length and tried to manufacture a shot, spooned it up in the air.
Win a game for
Fair enough.
Gloucestershire out of nowhere. Sanderson into Price, and he's edging that one, and it's going to get past second slip and beat the dive of deep third just about. He got a hand on it.
158 to win in 27. Round the wicket goes Broad. Clipped away by Charlesworth, and that's going to run away for 4, I think. Very different set of circumstances. Broad in, bowls to Charlesworth, who has smashed that away back past the bowler. It's running up towards the boundary at the Ashley Down Road end. Big dive from Ben Sanderson. Can't stop it.
Whatever form of cricket you like. Sanderson bowls backing away his Price, and he's whipped that back over the bowler's head. 1 bounce, 2 bounces, and then it will get over the boundary. As it's got so late, I think that's absolutely right.
Round the wicket comes Whitehouse, cracked away by Charlesworth. Bit of width, little bit short, and Ben Charlesworth flaying that away through cover for 4.
Ben Sanderson running in over the wicket to Charlesworth, who edges and is gone. Caught behind, he's walking off. There's not much celebration from Northamptonshire, but that is an enormous wicket in terms of
the left-handed Hammond, so one left-hander replacing another down the leg side, and that's going to run away for 4. Somethings runs. That was not.
Gloucestershire need 85 more to win. Harrison to Price, reverse sweep, and he's got it away towards the backward point boundary, and it crosses the boundary for 4. Well placed by Ollie Price.
On 47, facing Rob Keogh, goes for the sweep. It's going to go for 4, I think. It has gone for 4. Down to deep square. Ben Whitehouse, I think, slipped, and it left the other fielder down there with too much to do, and to the delight, Keogh's over. Bowling to Ollie Price. Again goes reverse sweep. Big appeal. Out! LBW. Went for the reverse sweep. The third, I think, time in the over. Down the pitch again comes Van Buren. That's going up in the air. Is he going to be caught? No, he's not. It's 6. Gone all the way for 6. And Graham Van Buren to go all the way for 6. Now Miles Hammond on strike. Keogh round the wicket, bowls. Swing over the top. That's going to be 6 more. 6 into the car park.
Miles Hammond, as in comes Harrison. Bowls to Hammond, who swings, hits it high in the air, down the ground, and it's gone for 6 to win it. Gloucestershire have won this game by 7 wickets as Miles Hammond ends the match in style. 38 not out. Van Buren ends up 20 not out. Gloucestershire win with 3 overs to spare at 6:27 on September the 18th. Remarkable that we're even playing cricket at this point.